Hello viewers, welcome to the Fatu Network News Review. Today, 17th of March 2020. I am Omar Wali. I will have an interview with Mr. Esa Danfa, political aide to President Adama Barrow. And the leader of the United Democratic Party, Usainu Dabo, has called on Gambians to support the government to contain the deadly coronavirus. But before all that, I will start with the papers. The Standard is reporting that NPP will not need a second round in 2021 election. The National People's Party of President Adama Barrow may not have come full circle yet, but its supporters are ready for casting in stroll in the park in 2021 election for the party. Esa Danfa, a political aide to President Barrow, told the Standard newspaper yesterday that NPP will not even need a second round in 2021 presidential election. That will be considered a failure on our side. Mr. Danfa is here and will dialect more on that report. The Gambia received 60 billion in pledges to fight corona effect on the economy. And the corona effect on the economy, Finance Minister Mam Burenja yesterday disclosed to lawmakers that several international partners have committed themselves to providing comprehensive assistance in financial and material support to the Gambia as part of efforts to fight the spread of deadly coronavirus. The minister revealed that the overall impact of the pandemic on the Gambian economy is estimated to result in a budget financing gap of about 2.5 billion, coupled with an estimated deterioration in the current account balance. Corona vaccine could be ready soon, Chinese officials. And the Standard is also reporting that Chinese officials said they will have a coronavirus vaccine ready next month for emergency situations and clinical trials. 8 institutes in the country are working on 5 approaches to combat COVID-19, according to South China Morning Post. The illness has sickened more than 118,000 people and killed at least 4,200 people worldwide. Mayor Cam's residents as burning dump site raised havoc in Bakote. KMC Mayor yesterday shared his sadness with residents of Bakote after a fresh fire sparked of thick smoke and unbearable stench that sent some residents fleeing from their homes on Sunday night. Addressing a press conference on the matter, Talib Ahmed Bensouda explained that his municipality policy reported that 3 trespassers identified as minors were reported to have started the fire at the dump site, and he said the dump site attendants informed the director of service at the municipal police commissioner, who then notified National Fire Service. He explained. Bensouda went on to lament that the issue of the dump site is a major headache and one that will define his legacy. It is fair observation my legacy as a mayor will be judged on my ability to effectively address the burning Bakote dump site issue. It is a national emergency, said the mayor of Kanifing Municipal Council. Point newspaper is also reporting that few deportation cases for Gambians in Germany, despite various media reports and party political versions, including unconfirmed and uncorroborated accounts of Gambians deported or about to be deported or about to be sent home from Germany. The Point has uncovered that during the most of last year, there were no deportation to the Gambia. Shani McCullin, managing director of the Refugee Council of Baden-Württemberg in Germany, who is highly respected and regularly featured in major mainstream media across Europe, also disclosed that so far such deportations are unlikely to be significantly higher. The Point is also saying that COVID-19, the economy, the impact is estimated to be $2.5 billion. And Jungula ML Tamba, Oya accused of killing Mane. Musa Sala alias Gora, who yesterday testified before TRRC, revealed that Jungula ML Tamba and Omar Jallo alias Oya shot him Sala and one Mane, resulting in Mane's death. Given the testimony, Sala explained that in February 2001, Mane found him in Njair, Casamas, where he was seeking for praise to improve his photograph work. He added that he asked Mane to take him along when going back following the morning to the Gambia. And he said, and I quote, "He took me and we were going around Umorto, and I had several gunshots against us, and Mane said they were rebels." He told the commission that unfortunately Mane fainted and later died. At some time, he said he heard some noise from the bush and shouted for help, not knowing that he was seeking help from the people that shot him. So that's all we have for you on the papers. We will take a short break. When we come back, we continue. Welcome back. The leader of the United Democratic Party, Mr. Ousainou Darboe, has called on Gambians to support the government to contain the coronavirus. Mr. Darboe was speaking today at a press conference. Let's take a listen.
We are faced with the ugly and frightening prospect of the coronavirus affecting the Gambia. Because of this, it behooves all of us to stand by and support the government of the Gambia in its efforts to contain this pandemic. We must all adhere to the preventive measures put in place by the relevant authorities. We as a party will work with the government of the Gambia to combat the spread of the pandemic. However, we will join the rest of the world to express our grave concern about the rapid spread of the coronavirus. With the declaration of the outbreak as a global pandemic last week by the World Health Organization, the Gambia needs a proactive, decisive, and forward-looking strategy to deal with this global menace. Although there has been no reported cases of coronavirus in the Gambia, we are aware that there are several cases reported in neighboring Senegal that has warranted the putting in place of strict public health measures such as closing of schools for at least 3 weeks. The UDP urges the government of the Gambia to convene a meeting of stakeholders and set up a national emergency response team comprised of relevant government departments, local government authorities, and non-governmental organizations, public health partners in the country, to assess our health infrastructure preparedness to address any potential outbreak, testing, screening capacity, availability of protective medical supplies for frontline healthcare providers, continued public health awareness campaigns to educate the population on preventive measures and mitigate the spread of false information about the virus, ensure availability of water and hand washing stations at public places. Should there be any confirmed case or cases in the Gambia, at minimum, we need to implore the public to limit gatherings to decrease the risk of the spread of the virus in our communities. The United Democratic Party, through our National Assembly members, mayors and chairmen of local government authorities, is ready to and will stand by and support the government of the Gambia with any interventions and measures to deal with the pandemic and alleviate its economic consequences. We cannot afford to get this one wrong. I have personally made arrangements for the installation by members of the youth wing of the party of 16 hand washing stations in the greater Banjul area to promote WHO's the Harsh Safe Hands Challenge. Believe this will go a long way in preventing the spread of the virus. We are faced.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. At a unique group, we pride ourselves with 20 years of exemplary leadership, experience and service delivery. Allow us to take you into the future. Enjoy high-speed internet connectivity, affordable prices, whether at the office, school or at home. We've got you covered anywhere in the country. Your safety is our primary concern. Have us install state-of-the-art HD surveillance cameras and security devices. Monitor and manage your vehicle's movement with accuracy using our GPS tracking solutions designed to meet your organization and personal needs. Let blackouts be a thing of the past. Acquire our solar inverter systems and enjoy clean, unlimited electricity supply all day 24/7. We are only a phone call away. Reach us on 439-0424 or 224-7777. We are Unique Group. Your needs, our business.
Staying with that story there, the leader of the same party, Ousainou Darboe of UDP, also dismissed claims that the UDP's involvement to contain the deadly virus is meant to score political points. Let's take a listen to Mr. Darboe.
Let me first start with this, that the negative content of your question, that this might be taken as a political ways of winning scoring a political point. See, if we want to do that, we will have been on government attacking it, which would be exposing government, and then showing that it's not doing what it's expected to do. But you don't find anything negative in this statement. Everything in this statement is positive, and we want to call, first of all, call on all Gambians to cooperate with the government, and because it is our responsibility to support in these times of crisis, all of us to support the government, stand by the government. And how we are going to do this, I said, our National Assembly members, our mayors and chairmen of the council will stand by the government in their intervention, help them implement whatever measures they want to take in their intervention. If we want to do political and want government, we will sit back and say we are not going to cooperate with the government. So I think those people, who really think that when a politician says certain things, he does so with objective of scoring a political point or gaining political dividend. I think that we should really be disabusing our minds of that. This is the time that we should all be thinking positive. We are called on everybody to support the government, and this is what we are doing. And what we as a party, I have just told you that I personally have provided opportunities for 16 hand washing stations to be opened throughout the greater Banjul area. That is what we are doing for the now. And what we are going to do for the provinces, we'll also do that. And we are going to be part of the awareness campaign in this hand washing.
For the first time in the Gambia, your favorite GSM operator, Africell, is the first and only GSM operator to launch a brand new technology called the eSIM. The eSIM simply means you can use your phone without a SIM card. Do you have an iPhone 11, any of the iPhone X series, a Google Pixel 3, or any new phone that supports the e-technology? Visit any Africell customer care center. Activate your eSIM today. With your virtual Africell SIM, you can use more than one number without having a physical SIM card in your phone. Enjoy this brand new technology for the first time in the Gambia, brought to you by Africell. eSIM, your phone without a SIM card. For more information, please call 111. Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
Welcome back, and with me now is Mr. Esa Danfa, political aide to President Adama Barrow. Mr. Danfa, welcome to the FATO Network.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wale.
I just read your story on the Standard newspaper that NPP will not need a second round in 2021 presidential election. What makes you hopeful?
Thank you very much, Mr. Wale. You know, I just based my argument on empirical facts. It's not about only something that is, I'm just saying because of the political assassin. These are the evidences in place. We know that Gambia, we have 7 administrative areas here. So, but the level of intervention of the NPP party, we were able to spread our tentacles to at least all of these 7 administrative areas. Hopefully, if we're supposed to call election today, today, as I speak to you, we're going to gain not less than 70% of the vote going to cast for the elections. So moreover, depending on the development programs, progress that I'm making, and the awareness campaign that we're undertaking. So I am very much optimistic that come 2021, we're going to win in landslide victory that is going to be historical, in the historical record of this country as far as the elections are concerned.
When you talk to most people, like you even said, the NPP may not have come full circle yet. So you are not even an established party. You don't even have bureaus in other parts of the country. How can you win such an amount, a staggering amount, over 70%? And you look at Barrow's performance, people regret him very decimally that he said he's underperforming. He did not do much in this country. That will give him that power or that opportunity to be re-elected.
Mr. Wale, even a blind person will refute that assertion that Barrow is underperforming. Only the political opponents will just argue on that aspect, because we all know your opponents will never say anything positive. You know, they will like to blindfold people. Any development aspiration is taking place in this country. But why I say that we are not yet in full-fledged operations as a political party. We registered, but we yet to launch the party. The party organs also are also in place, because we have a political support group since the advance of since the inception of the president's being the president of the nation. We've seen that the Barrow Fans Club, they were there as a political organs, giving political support to the president. But yet still, we all knew in our local languages, we said, if the day will be a grateful day, you will know that in the sunset, when the sun is rising, then we all know that this day will be a very pleasant day. So we've been yet started to launch the party, but we've seen the reception, the welcoming of the citizenry, how people are jumping the ship, how people are just coming day in, day out to knock on our doors. We really know that really, end of the day, we become the dominant party of this country. So President, as you say, that is underperforming, that is really is going to be something very surprising for me to hear that from you or from some people. Of course, yes, people, our political opponent, as I alluded to, will always embark on those such of assertions, which they cannot even back it. Because when you come to the national development, we all knew very well, President is performing above the average. You can just rate him today, you can give him nothing less than, in every 10, you cannot give him nothing less than 7. You know, when it comes to the overview of, or the overall performance of the national development plan.
So every politician or every political party, you know, they have a base. Where is NPP's base, or where will NPP base be?
You know, we are not trying to, this is a Gambian party. It's not about, you know, a regional-based party, or a constituency-based party, or a religious-based party. ethnic linguist-based party. This country belongs to all the Gambians. To give you a tip of the iceberg on that, people of this country are the one who asked President to register this party for them, not for him as a president, but for them. And the party is represented at the length and breadth of this country. So we have our bases throughout the country, all the regions, all these 7 administrations, even in the diaspora. So, our base is at everywhere. When it comes to every region, you see that our structures, our bases, our influence is at the highest here. Go to West Coast region. All political players that people know them as politicians, the real politicians in this country, are all part of us. They all throw their weight, on the side of the party. So, name it, everywhere. West Coast, Banjul, you go to KMC, go to URR, CRR, LRR, everywhere in this country. All the heavyweights are behind us.
So you made something. This is an issue that has been going on in this country. Is it people who encourage President Barrow to extend his mandate in office, to go for second round, or to contest in 2021 election, like you mentioned?
Yeah, Mr. Wali, any political leader, you belongs to people. People are the ones who should dictate you. That's why we have a term limit. We have a constitutional mandate. Now, based on those constitutional mandates, it depends on the people at least to see the signs and symptoms in you that, yes, he's a great leader. He's the one that we want him to continue to attain our social economic development of a particular nation. So the same people who are the one who asked the president to register his own political party, to register the party for them as citizens of this country. So he just adhered to their demand and registered the party. The party is for the people. It's not about Barrow. If President Barrow himself will go through this rigorous process. He will go to convention to have his seats as Secretary General of the party. That's why we yet to announce the steering committee of the party. So the steering committee will be announced, and those steering committee are the one who's going to take the party to our launching and also to our first convention, where the party will be having an opportunity to elect its own officials. So the party is for the Gambians, and the same Gambians are the one who throw their weight, who throw their supports to the president of the day.
So the party is for Gambians, and they will go through process, election, convention, but eventually Barrow will be the flag bearer.
Yeah, it could be. Yes, for sure, it could be the flag bearer, but it depending. If you don't have to challenge him, because the party is, that we're going to change the narrative. It's not going to be like a business as usual, where you see the same face contesting, vying for the same position for over and over decade. No, that's not going to be. Some people even own their party up to their grave. They never relinquish it to somebody else. So that's going to be totally different from this party. Barrow himself going to go a rigorous process, go through convention. People will select him. If somebody emerge within the party's rank, who we think that we can just select him better than him, then he's going to lose his position. But for now, we haven't seen anybody else who will come and contest the position of being a flag bearer of the party. Of course, yes, I am expecting or anticipating that people will come and contest and for the same position as is vying for the moment.
So let's say, because Barrow once so overstretched his tenure in office, he fell out with UDP. He cannot go back to his political home. Mm-hmm. So that's why he asked people, why not we set up our own party? Let me also lead that and contest in election.
Quite contrary, why that happened, the people asked him, not he asked people. Point of correction or point of clarification here.
Anyhow.
He asked people, instead of people asking people asked him, please come and form a party on our behalf and we allow you to contest. Because we've seen, to have a party, you can claim that you own the party, but you don't own the people. People own themselves, and people make the party bigger party or smaller party. So when people see that, yes, he is the man, that he is the like a solution to the government's problem, then we've seen that automatically he should register the party on our behalf and allow us to give him an opportunity for him to lead us, to take us to the promised land. That's the hard fact.
When you say promised land, what exactly do you mean? Because Jammeh was credited here, but he left. So even if people come to Barrow and said, Why not you just lead this country for another time or so? But you can say, yes, well, this is what I can do. Let me just stick to this, what I promise people, and relinquish power.
Yeah, depending on the circumstances, what you've alluded to, what you expressed here. Now, the same people who turn around and say, look, we've seen the development that is undertaken under your auspicious leadership, and we're still within the constitutional mandate, which is a constitutional legal framework. He did not do anything to alter the constitution. Hadn't been the constitution said you can only serve for 10 terms, he now say, I want to change the constitution to referendum or any other means. Then we're going to say, no, then that means you're just subjugating people's wills. But now, he's within the confinement of the constitution. He's still in the jurisdiction of the constitution. Now people express their love and their trust and confidence in him to come and contest under the platform of the party, the new NPP platform. That is very fundamental. Yes, taking the country to the promised land. We all see in the sovereign people need to be resided in a sovereign nation. That is sovereignty reside in people. What does sovereignty mean? People, you have to be having an audacity to express yourself, your political freedom, freedom of movement, freedom of association, and also to freedom of academic freedom and stuff like that. So we all witnessed that past decades that wasn't the case in this country. So now Gambians see the political tolerance, the level playing field of all politicians, all political players in this country is the order of the day. The media freedom. Also, total, there is zero interference of executive interference in day-to-day running of the parastatals or institutions. So that also will give us correctness. He is the one who came to salvage the country, who came to make sure that the country is attain its all its development aspirations, including to take the country to the promise. Because our promised land was it. Gambia is a sovereign nation, and her people should be the sovereign people. So now he came to realize that to attain this goal for the citizens of this country. So we thank him for that, and also to adherence of the law. We see there is a total judicial independence of this country. So everybody, when you have any problem, you don't have a problem, two minds to go and seek redress through the legal process. So those are the facts, empirical facts that encourages many Gambians to say, hey, he is the man, he is the solution for our problem.
But don't you think people might challenge you on that? This is a democracy, whatever is happening in the country, academic freedom and political freedom, freedom of expression, whatever, all these freedoms, it is Gambians who gave it to themselves, not President Barrow. And if despite Jammeh was accused of violation, at least something good came out of dictatorship, so many things from the university and so on.
Yeah, that's very good. You know, that's the beauty of democracy. People may argue, people may agree not to agree. They have right to agree or disagree. So I am not saying that everybody should agree with me 100%. They also have their right to their own opinion. But what I'm saying, yes, you Gambians have been voted. No, it's not 2016. It's the first year Gambians attained the right to go to the poll. We have been voting here for so long. Why not we attain those goals that we attain today? If it is about we, yes, because of Gambian people are the one who bring, yes, we are the one who effect change through the auspicious leadership of President Adam Barrow. But Barrow also did not betray our trust. He gave us exactly the dividend of our queuing on that fateful morning to go and change the regime. He changed the narrative automatically. He did not do things as usual. So there is no thing like Gambia has king and king forever. But when we give thanks to Gambians or the citizens, we also have right to give thanks to the leadership who give us, who did not fail us, who give us the dividends of our democracy. So yes, the terrorism also give us something, and we did not dispute to that. Fine, but what is important, before you give any development start with a mindset of the people. You have to develop people's mindset. You have to give freedom of their freedom that they deserve in any sovereign nation. But if you give them only development, but they lack to have their freedom as a sovereign citizens, then that freedom, I think, that development will become meaningless as far as I am concerned.
What will Barrow do differently if he is given another mandate?
You know, we've seen a lot of progress happening in this country, when it comes to infrastructure. We want to assure the general public, when he is given another mandate, as we all see, there's an empirical evidence that can support my argument. World Bank came here. They said 2025, Gambia will be, if we continue on this trend, Gambia will be the first country in sub-Saharan Africa to achieve universal electrification of all our villages in this country. That's going to be a miracle. All right? Had it been 2021, we give chance to the president, then the president will going to give us that glory, that any village of this country will be electrified, despite the size of the village. Two, to have a clean, drink, accessible and portable water system in this country. That's also going to be part of his development plans. And also to make sure that every village of this country will be attained at least to have a sustainable and portable, clean water, running water in this country, including the electricity. And also the road network. We all know that there cannot be any meaningful development without having a very good road network. President Barrow is also adamant to see that he connected big major highways and also feeder roads that makes movements of goods and peoples very easy and the conducive for the economic booming economy of the country. So all these are part of the plan, and also to make sure a minimum wage, a growth that will support a minimum wage of the working class or civil servant. To make sure also public and private sector partnership. We all know the government cannot do it alone. And there's no government in this world that can give employment to everybody, to all citizenry, excluding the private sector involvement. So private also, we're going to realize a very big and positive partnership when it comes to the second mandate of the president. And also, we all seen a professionalism of the security sector. The security sector will be in a manner whereby they're going to be at international standard when it comes to professionalism and also not adherent to any political interference. That's going to be part of the second mandate of the president. And food self-sufficiency. We have seen part of the National Development Plan, there's an allocation for an irrigation system, whereby come rain or no rain, the irrigation will be the order of the day. We've seen Jahal Packet started producing rice, Gambian rice. It started last month. So that trend will continue. URL will have their own irrigation system that can also produce more quantities of rice that we can eat in this country and achieve our dream of food self-sufficiency, and also to export. Local livestock remnants, local remnants also. Before importing sheep, goats, and stuff like that, hens and chickens in the country, we're going to try by all means to attain that also food sufficiency in this country when it comes to livestock, remnancy, and also some other things. There's a lot of things that I can name here until in the next day.
Let me just take you back. Why is it taking Barrow to wait until 2021? You talk about making security professional. And these are things that Gambians wanted to happen during the forced period, 1 or 2 years, but it's not happening up to now. Why should people wait until 2021 or after 2021 for the country's security to be reformed?
My assertion in that point is like continuity. You know, it's undergoing. The security sector reform is every day, is undergoing. We've seen the signs and symptoms. Let me just draw your attention back on the last demonstration that had occurred here. There are so many demonstrations happens in this country, but many times it happens, it involves lives. People lose their life, it happens. But now, look at the gravity of that demonstration. But none of the demonstrators lose their life. Thanks to the professionalism that was displayed in the side of the security apparatus. And the modern techniques, modern technology, modern equipments that we are used. That was the essence of not seeing any life was lost there. So this is the terrain that we need to at least attain to make the full-fledged by the 2021. That will make us at least we are already there at the international standard as we already are into.
So you said going or forming a part of a coalition or alliance means failure on your side. So if there is if in the event that you form an alliance, which party do you think you approach?
Yes, I think in quite contrary, which party will approach us? I think it might be vice versa. Which party might approach us? Why I say that is it might be failure. Yes, we never anticipate it's going to be a very big failure on our side to see that we cannot even score 50% of the vote, total vote cast. That is going to be very surprising. I can never believe that will happen. But having been that has happened, we're going to see parties will like to align themselves with us. Not we. Yes, Ahmad Ba is part of us as I speak.
Henry Gomez
is part of us. We are not talking about Ahmad Ba. The parties that are in coalition at the moment, we are not talking about those parties. They are already with us. We are working hand in glove with those parties. You name it, GPDP, you see NRP, and even NCP, I can say. Even PPP, I can say that. They are part of the coalition. So those parties, we are in constant cordial contacts with them. I'm just saying the parties outside the box, parties are part of the coalition. It's going to be those parties will be trying to align themselves and come in knocking our door to form a formidable coalition for the second round, having been it has happened.
Let me ask you once again, what makes NPP different from other parties?
Very good questions. This is the question that I like most. You know, we are not only into being just because we want to be a political party. You know, we also want to be politicians. No. We are there just to change the narrative, directions, sense of directions. You know, this has been a norm in this country. A political party party leaders did not engage their followers in educating them, sensitizing them, enlightening them about their civic rights and responsibilities and their limits. But they leave them like that. Some of these supporters, you may see them doing dubious actions. But the party's leaders feel that when they engage the party supporters to create an awareness, they might know their tactics. You know, they might not support them because they embark on blindfolding people or blackmailing people so that they see them as heroes, as masters, as they are everything. So, but for us, our first primary objective is going to be sensitization. We're going to act like civil education branch of the yes. See, like we're going to be a civil education method of civil education to all our party supporters, from the village levels, to sensitize them. What is their democratic right? What is their rights as sovereign citizen in a sovereign nation? Let them know their constitutional mandate. Why are they voting? What is the expectation from the political leader that they vote in for? They should know their rights and limits. Now, if the political party leader tell you this, do you have to jump in and do it like that, blindly like that? No. You also have to do your thorough check-ins. 1, 2, 3. What are the steps that I should do? Women's, kids, children's, men's. Is it your role only there to clap and dance for the presidential candidates? Come here and just give you nice words and sweet words and go like that? When you ask why you vote for Mr. Wali for a parliamentary seat, because of Mr. Wali is my neighbor, is my relative, is my... No. It's not about that. We're going to engage them so that they know why it is important to have a National Assembly member. What is the role of a national? What is the role of a president in the country? What is the role of a councillor, a chairman? What are the expectations? What are the qualities? What are the criteria that need to be followed? So all these things are part of our manifestos, are part of our strategies that we're going to embark on to sensitize our citizens to know their rights and their limits also. Because every sovereign citizen in this country, where your rights ends is where somebody's rights begin. So you shouldn't exceed your right in the name of democracy or in the name of freedom. That can also bring clashes between the people.
Thank you so much. Finally, what will be your final word before we end this interview?
Yes, I'm calling all and sundry. Let them come and join NPP. NPP is the solution. NPP is the party that comes to salvage the country from tyranny, that comes to give social economic advancement of this country, that comes to give awareness for all citizenry, that comes to give dividends of their being as independent and sovereign nation, that comes to give a civic right and responsibility, freedom of expression, academic freedom, and that comes to give a conducive environment for all businesses private sector partnership with the government. That comes to give a total freedom, independent of a judicial system and the National Assembly. Total separation of these three organs of the government. So this is the party that comes to give you all that opportunities. So everywhere you are, this is not a tribal party. This is about the National People's Party. Everybody sees yourself in this party. So it's not about a family business or a tribal party or a religion-based party. So I'm calling everybody, wherever you may be, here and diaspora, to come and join this glorious and very beautiful party called NPP.
Thank you so much, Mr. Danfa. Our viewers, that's Mr. Esa Danfa, political aide to President Adama Barrow there. That's all we have for you today. From me and my team, we thank you so much.
It's a beautiful sunny morning and we're here in the Upper River region, right in the middle of Basse. And you can't come to this place without visiting the market.
One of the things you keep seeing here are beautiful vegetables, and the women are at the center of the production. But what does it take to get all the way here?
Te hamobe gadinola senola bari asembote nanu. Tumo ngadati nun tolbe nakafola gadino beka doko kenun jele. Fansunta anin demfengo amanke kilinti. Katu dolbije ta nyato ka kole ay bulubake. Katu hani ko distance amo boyta nga wulindi asike kole yakote.
So United Pulp is in partnership with a local organization called WASTA, is working with these local farmers, especially the local women, in strengthening their farming activities and making sure that they're given the necessary skills to expand and further grow their farming business.
So what they're doing is giving grants and loans and supporting them in rebuilding the facility of the garden. So we got fences to help keep livestock away from eating what's in the garden, and mostly important, it's the wells to implement a good irrigation system. And the next step of this project is really exciting. It's about having a solar pump to help water the garden.
Ni wazda kafo nga ala tentu ala le birindunta kono ay falendiri jamala kenye mumma do wata mena ninga gadino lo komi nga lon na ni doko late nin soli ka kati nin fawni be ni nyaare nin soli ka dunne bar sa en kabiri nga ni waya soto na soto kata nyato be yanu bu kambatan nin soli bu kadun jeto be ya meson fanan bu kadun andu sama tili kandi fanan katara doko la.
So I got to admit, the women in the Gambia are working really, really hard. They're the ones gardening the most, going and then selling their vegetable. It's a hard work. It's very hot, and I have a huge respect for the women here.
Niye fansun gadino soto. Wole doku fanambe sona yale bulu. Jamala doku oti. Kabiri yen sembe ntuya ini wasda o ketambulu kontani kubaliti. Sa imbe doku ola ngamol tambe jo kanne be doku ola fo memu doron anata na do yam fele fa